What's this? Oh, oh. Da da dee dee da 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 da. Hmm. Check, check, check.
Check, check, check.
All right. That's a sound check. Right there. That's what that was. Who all's on here? I got a Jim. I got a Nay. Nay. A week of downpour in the Pinky of Michigan. Yeah, it was crazy rainy here too. Crazy rainy here as well. DW low. Howdy. Howdy. So we're going to give some stuff away. We're going to show off some toys. We're going to talk about things and stuff. I was thinking earlier today about where we could get together and have a little Pulp Alley powwow. I don't know where we could put something together at. Bri G is on here. Dave Meisner, Neil Morgan, Patty 3. Is that my sister-in-law? Is that my Patty 3 sister-in-law? Mr. Luggage is on here. Howdy! Patty, what are you playing these days? What games are you playing now? I was looking at some. Patty and I used to play a lot of MMOs together. Just started Ark. That's a sci-fi science fiction game, I believe. The new one, Ark. I was looking at some MMOs recently. I was looking at oh, I can't even remember what all it was, but I went back and tried to see if anything that I used to play was still active, and a lot of the stuff is still around. It's just like ghost towns, pretty much. Dinosaurs. What's that? Ark is dinosaurs. You're fighting dinosaurs, or you are dinosaurs. Kenneth is on here in New Mexico, Guild War 2. Guild Wars 2. Yeah, I think I saw that one. That looked pretty cool. You tame the dinosaurs. 70s Saturday morning live action show. Yeah, there was definitely one that was some kind of arc. I don't think it was just arc by itself. Wasn't it like there was some other word in there, I think. I don't know. Is it 8 o'clock? It's 8 o'clock. And I am Bessy-less. Look, there's no Bessy. So I went next door to check on Bessy because we've all been a little under the weather, including myself, and not feeling really great. Took Joe to see um, the doctor today, just because he's been having a really bad cough over the last, couple weeks, and so I thought Ark Survival Ascended. Is that the full title? Ark Survival Ascended. Wow. Um, you tame the dinosaurs. Oh, it's a survival game. Yeah, I like those. I was also looking at Elden Ring. I know that I don't think that's not really like an MMO, but that looked like a pretty interesting game too. A lot of those things inspire me to do, different settings and stuff like that in Pulp Alley. So it's pretty cool. I really do enjoy video games. I'm a recovering video game addict though. So I kind of have to like, keep them at arm's length because my obsessive nature, once I start one, that will just be all I do for the next 3 months, right? I can't do anything else while I'm playing a video game. So, yeah, I can't do it. I can't. I have to stay away from it. I have to stay clean. So I haven't played a video game like a real video game, we used to play a lot of Age of Conan. Loved that game. That was a lot of fun. Star Wars Galaxies back when that was a thing. Um, Patty and I used to do Secret Wars, I think, or Secret World. I don't remember one of those two. That was a lot of fun too. I liked the setting. I liked all of the stuff in that. That was pretty cool. Danny has built the guild in AOC. They are having weekly raids. Secret World, she says, is what it was called. But it was cool. It kind of had like some H.P. Lovecraft sort of stuff in it. It was kind of a modern setting. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I'm trying to. tr- I've been using painting to try and keep away from them. Yeah, yeah. They are just. Still love that game, Secret World. Yeah, yeah. I went back and was looking at it as well and seeing if it was still on there. But as a recovering addict, I have to kind of keep them at arm's length. Let's see. But I'm gonna hook up a camera real quick. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. Don't rush me. This is. So we're gonna do a giveaway tonight. We're going to give away some treasures that I dug up from the past, and I want to show you some lovely miniatures. So I was about to show you, but it's not hooked up. It doesn't do anything. Show you some lovely miniatures that I'm obsessing over. That I'll probably end up sending at least some of these to Damien once I get them put together. Damien, Mr. Larson on here. Oh, there's a Perkysaurus. Big as life and twice as natural. Uh, I have so many models to pay for Pulp Alley, Perkysaurus says. Send them to send them to Damien. But pay him good because he deserves it. Scud Fisher's on here. Very cool. Scud Fisher played with me last Sunday. We did a Scooby Doo themed scenario, and he's coming back for round two. So originally, Mr. Vernjeski was scheduled for this Sunday. He had to bail because of an event um, at the school that he works at. Um, so Mike is going to come back and play with us this Sunday, and we're going to do another Scooby Doo themed scenario. So let me show you. So check this out. Does anybody know this building? Does anybody know what this house looks like? Just an old place, just an old house. If you can name the movie, you get bonus nerd points. Name the movie that it comes from. Um, so we did have to Scott Fisher scores. We did have to kind of limit the number of rooms a little bit. Look at that. It's got the porch swing out there. Porch swing. I know, DW. He is indispensable. It's got the little trap door in the floor. It's got the desk there. It's got the deer head over the fireplace. Look at that. Look at that. So Jerry built this, and he did all the painting himself. So it's got a bedroom there. So this would have had more rooms, but to keep it at a playable size, Evil Dead 2 will is a more correct answer, or either one of those. Actually, I think it's the same house in Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2, so either one of those counts. There were more rooms here. There was at least two or three rooms that I kind of combined into just one room. So just so it wouldn't be too small. So I don't know that we're going to use this house this Sunday because I already picked out the scenario, and back there's the back porch. Look at that. It's got a screened in back porch. How lovely is that? How lovely is that? So this is all scratch built, all scratch built. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome little house. So just thrilled about that. I don't know that we're going to be able to use this Sunday because I already picked out a scenario that I wanted to play, and it's actually designed to go with my dungeon stuff over here. So it'll be like a castle setting. And I made up like three new pieces for it. So they haven't been painted yet, but that's I got three new sections to expand on my castle. So I'll probably use the castle this Sunday because the scenario was actually designed for that setting, and not use the Evil Dead house this week. Maybe, I don't know. I'll look at this scenario and see if I can figure out a way to make it work with this. Otherwise, we'll just save this for the week after and come up with a scenario for it. But we're going to do a drawing today. We're going to do a drawing tonight. It looks really cool. It looks really, really cool. Someone has to teach them about the French what? That's oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying about Mr. Jeske being indispensable at his work. What's Bride G got saying there? I got some new paints today. GW washes got more expensive and smaller and the bottle is smaller. We were saying that 20 years ago, Bride G. It's the same thing every year. Every time something new comes out, it's more expensive and you get less of it. So yeah, you know, in this economy, Mr. Jeske, welcome, Mr. Jeske. We were just talking about you. Um, Hi, my name's Nate. I am a tabletop game addict. Yep, yep, yep. Um, So cool. So cool. So we're going to do the drawing. The other thing I wanted to show you are these lovely Oathmark figures. Now, I can't speak so much for the game. Um, I tried watching some videos about Oathmark, and it had some cool ideas in it. It felt like it had some cool stuff in it, but it had some things in it that I was like, huh? What? Why does it work like that? But I think you just do that about every game. But that doesn't mean I can't use their miniatures. I like their miniatures. So there's something very characterful about them that I like. So I got a box of the orcs. I got a box of the goblin slaves. And these, I got an extra box of all of these, so they are available on the Pulp Alley store. If you're the sort of person that likes this sort of thing, I really do. I think these are cool. I got the Goblin Slaves; those are really cool. One thing I found kind of interesting is the size difference between their goblins and their orcs is really minimal. Without my glasses on, I can't tell the difference between an orc and a goblin. That's how close they are in size. Like in Games Workshop, there's a very clear difference between goblins and orcs. But in this, It's very slight. It is a very slight difference, and without my glasses on, I can't even tell. But what I really also liked was their humans. I thought their humans were adorable, and I like their goblins. Their green skin types. I thought those were really nice. Anyway, and I would just say look them up. I think they really good fantasy miniatures. I don't know that this box art really gives you credit for how good those actually look. But you get about 30 of them. You can make 30 of these in the box set, plastic figures. So I'm gonna keep Damien busy for a while. I'm gonna keep sending him stuff till he's buried under miniatures. Um, so big thank you to Damien. I like the Oathmark elves. See, I didn't get any of the elves yet. DW is referring to our Fridge for Legion campaign that is on hold. Oh, Oathmark figures paint up really well, he says. Very cool. Red Mist is on here. Hey, Red Mist. Finally got through. Freaking ad blocker was holding me up. Howdy from Tucson. Glad you could join, brother. Glad you could join. Was it the one with the guy who gets his arm cut off and uses a chainsaw for an arm? Yes. Yes, Nay. That's our hero Ash. Yay, Ash. And I think he actually cuts off his own hand or arm if I remember right. I mean it's yeah, it's basically his hand. I'm pretty sure he actually cuts it off himself. Um if I remember right. I don't know. Very cool. Very cool. Sitting here looking at the house and forgot what I was supposed to be doing. So let's do the giveaway. Let's do the drawing. We have three of these little packs here. These are ancient treasures that historians will be very puzzled by. They will look at these and they'll go, "I don't understand what these are. What are these strange things?" So very weird things. We got three of these packs that we're going to give away tonight. They come with a little bit of an explanation that Mila put together on this little bit of card flat paper here, which is the full extent of the rules on how to use award cards. So this was a game mechanic that we were kind of toying with and testing, and we never actually, developed it fully, but this is archaeological evidence that it existed. So that's what these are. Um, so check them out. It is dated from 2014. Uh, you know, basically 10 years ago. Have three of these to give out. These were done, of course, under our old printer, so they're going to be slightly different size from our new cards. They have a yellow back with the name award on the back of it. They also have that cool linen texture to it, which when I switched printers, I lost the ability to do that. But it was a long story why we had to switch printers. I hate it. I hate switching printers because no matter what, the cards don't match up. Right? Because the cards from one printer to the next, and cards have to be really to a high tolerance just so they can shuffle properly. And when you switch from one printer to another, that little difference in sizing, which is, minimal, just throws off the shuffling. And it's kind of goofy. But if you put your cards in sleeves, no big deal. Anyway, let's do drawing. I'm going to pull three names out of the hat. Edward Hoover. I understand, Vern. It'll be epic when we resume our adventures. Where can we all get together and have a Pulp Alley convention? What's like a center meeting place? Kansas? Nebraska? Where can we all drive to? Colorado? Hop in a car and what's your if we could do a convention somewhere, if we had a not like a real convention, but a gathering of Pulp Alley crazy people, where could we get to? Who wants to host it? I would invite everybody here, but I don't know that this is the the more centrally located area. But the way travel works these days, I don't know that that really matters that much. Aren't we all buried in miniatures? Yeah, probably. Probably. Ed Allen, thank you so much for joining, Mr. Allen. Here we go. We're going to do a drawing. We got three. My wife works in the hotel industry and may be able to help with reservations. That's the spirit. I vote your house. Yeah, yeah. Well, if we did it, I actually like the little hotel here, Patty. I like Glow down there on the square. Glow Hotel. I definitely recommend if you're coming to Enid, Oklahoma, Roswell, DW. It's close. Yes, it is close. Um, DW stayed at the Glow Hotel when he drove up from New Mexico to play with us. Um, DW says Roswell. That would be fun, driving to Roswell, New Mexico. Who could make it to Roswell, New Mexico? I'm open to suggestions, folks. So throw some ideas out there. Anywho, let's get a name out of the hat. There's plenty of places to camp at my house. May want to rent a porta potty though. We do have a campground behind our house too. We all could just camp out over there. Here we go. We're drawing the first name. We're going to do three names. Remember to claim your prize. Did I tell you why Bessie wasn't here? She's a little under the weather. I went over there. I went over there and I was going to wake her up, or I was going to get her a reminder that we had a video and she was asleep. I was going to wake her up and then I was like, nah, just let her sleep. Just let her sleep. Poor little Max has been a little under the weather as well. So here's the first name. Recommended. It's a nice hotel. Glow down. If you visit Enid, Oklahoma, Bryn Mayhew. Bryn Mayhew is the first name. So, um, got too many sentences going and none of them getting completed. Bryn Mayhew, to claim your prize, you have to send me a name, an address, and via email or Facebook to claim your prize. If you don't claim your prize, can't send it to you. Your name is right here. Bryn Mayhew. Bryn Mayhew. I think he's in I think he might be in England or the UK. Somewhere in there. Over that away. Looks like Roswell is about 7 hours from my place. So it Oklahoma City. If I don't know that Oklahoma City is any closer than here. For most people, if you're going to drive, you might as well just come here than to go to Oklahoma City. Uh, Looks like Roswell is about 7 hours from my place. See, that's doable, I think. I mean, I can't speak for everybody. Roswell is 24 hours. Roswell is 19 hours straight through. So that's a drive for poor Vern. That would be a heck of a drive for Vern to Roswell. How far from Kansas are you? Used to be stationed in the army there. We're within spitting distance of Kansas. We could do, you know, one end or the other. We could get to either Kansas City or what's that? What's that town that's right across the border? Uh, Oklahoma would be 10 hours. Oklahoma wouldn't be bad. Well, I don't know, 10 hours. That's a heck of a drive. That's a heck of a drive. I don't like driving like 2 hours. 2 hours wears me out. Denver would be fun. 24 hours to Enid. Well, then Roswell's not much more, or Enid's not much further than Roswell. Let's pick another name. I drove it in 5. DW says that he drove from New Mexico to Enid in 5 hours. I had to drive. When I was a kid, I would do that all the time, right? I just get in the car and I would take off driving to Colorado and I wouldn't stop till I got on the other side of the Rocky Mountains. Keith Stockburn. Keith Stockburn, another fellow that I'm fairly sure is in the UK. Come on. Come on, folks. I can't be shipping all this to the UK. It's going to cost me a whole dollar, possibly $2. Uh, so, Keith, same thing. To claim your prize, you got to send me an email or a Facebook message and confirm your mailing address. If you don't do that, you don't claim your prize and you don't get it. Dodge City, Kansas is about 6 hours. Um, man, Dodge City stinks. No, and I mean like factories. You have like it's a big cattle city, so you're either driving through the cattle yards where you have all of the open cattle, just the fresh air from those, or you have the food processing, which is yeah, I like going to Dodge City, and it's probably been like 20 years or so since I've been there. But the last time I was there, whoo, it was stanky. It was all kinds of stanky. But go visit. It's a nice place. Rigged. I say rigged. Albuquerque. Wrong turn at Albuquerque. 15 hours to Roswell. Don Lovejoy says it's 15 hours to Roswell, 21 to Enid. So Roswell, let's see, Texas, go to Colorado Springs instead of Denver. It would be cheaper and less crowded. 20-hour drive to Roswell would have to fly, Ed Allen says. Something to think about. I'd like y'all to maybe send me some emails or Facebook messages and kind of give me an idea of where you're at and what kind of suggestions you would have as far as a centrally located spot that we could kind of get together. And also, would you come? Right? If we were going to do it, would you actually come? Me and Charlie, yeah, Nay, I would love to have you and Charlie drive this way. I know that's a heck of a drive for you. Um, uh, I'll fix you a bowl of chili when you get here. Let's see, Nay, when Charlie comes so bad and play a game with y'all, and we'll do it like a weekend sort of thing. We'll do a weekend with you and Charlie. We'll go out to eat. We'll probably get at least 3 or 4 games in. We'll have a good time. We won't. We're relatively good hosts. Does Enid Hotel have conference rooms? I'm pretty sure Glow has something. I'm pretty sure Glow has something like that. Uh, I just said Roswell because Phantom Ace's base is rumored to be. See, there he goes. Now he's like pulling. I got one more of these to give away. I got one more to give away. Yep. More stuff in Albuquerque than Roswell. Yeah, but the truth is, on an event like this, we're mainly gonna be right for a convention sort of thing. You mainly like hold up in the hotel and roll dice until your fingers are bleeding and your eyes are sweaty and so you can't hold the dice cup anymore. Ah, right. That's because that's how I do it. Um, let's see. Anaheim, California. I can commute, and you can go to the theme parks. Let's see. Kansas is almost the center of everyone. Kansas is probably is. Um, Less stuff you have to cart around. Yep, that's true. Enid is nice. Carol and I want to go back sometimes. Yep, yep. Me and Charlie are 16 hours from Enid. That's a heck of a drive. But if you switch off and tag team it, see, like if it was a 16-hour drive, I wouldn't actually want to do that in a day. I'd like go, oh, let me just drive a while and then I'll find a hotel and do the rest of it the other day. Uh oh, look, I got an ad. Oh, okay, go away. Um, if we go to Roswell, I may get a chance to finish reading the things at the museum. Be nice if Dave didn't have to haul his goodies and stuff very far. That is true. I've been to Disneyland way too many times. Where can we get a vend? Where can we get vendors to visit us? Yeah, I don't know that we'll have any vendors other than maybe a burrito uh, burrito truck. Dave should have to haul these. They're aliens at Roswell. Okay, last name. Last name. I gotta get this done. Okay, let's see what we got here. The Brits are winning everything tonight. Pulp Alley bus tour. Oh, Bri G. Bri G. Excellent idea. Eric Miller. I don't think I've seen an Eric Miller on here tonight, but I do think he's in the U.S. Have to look at local game stores. Oh yeah, we don't have one of those here. Used to almost. Uh, a Pulp Alley bus tour. We could just like get a bus and I could hit the road, pack up the family in the bus and hit the road and hit all the hot spots. Of course I'm not allowed to drive. Very, very cool. Eric Miller. Same thing for you, brother. Same thing for you. Anywho, think on it, mull on it, see if we can put something together. I don't know. It would be a ball. I really had a lot of fun when um, DW and Carol came to visit, drove all that way, and we played a bunch of games. We have the facility here that I could probably have 3 tables going right here in Casa Pulp Alley relatively easily. Um, or we could look at trying to use the Glow Hotel. Wherever we go, we'll have to think about, being able to set up for games. Used to have a great game store. I heard the guy retired to Tahiti or somewhere. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something tells me Bessie might not be up for a bus tour that includes the kids. You are mistaken, Mr. Luggage. You are mistaken. She would pack them up so fast and load out of here. Bessie would Bessie would definitely go. Of course, Max is young enough that June, is not even 2 yet. Um, and Max is going to pre-K. They would go. More games the better. Trust me, days of gaming for a cure at the local Comic Con is a blast. Yes, indeed. Put up 4 or 5 tables in my garage. Very cool. Bring the tents within walking distance of the games. Very nice. Very nice. Glow would be awesome. And I'm pretty sure they have some sort of conference area there too. We don't need a big area for what we would be doing anyway. But that would be crazy. Mull it over, folks. Mull it over. Get me some ideas flowing. If I become if all of it has to go through me, it might not ever get done because you know I I'm that's how I do. Oh, the Stride Center, of course, has rooms. Yeah, the Stride Center's right across. Um, right there next to the Glow Hotel as well. Yeah, yeah, very nice. I used to run Rio Grande Wars convention in Albuquerque. Very nice. I traveled through Enid, Oklahoma, Mr. Luggage. Enid, Oklahoma. Just within spitting distance of the Kansas border, because that's what we do in Oklahoma. We spit a lot. uh, yeah, I went through Albuquerque. They old War Games West was based out of, and I don't know if War Games West is still operational or not, but back in the day, War Games West and I did a lot of business. So I toured their warehouse when I drove through Albuquerque. I I think just the bunch of us weirdo pulpsters playing hardcore would be a blast. Absolutely, Nay. You are absolutely correct. Kansas and Texas. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for your time tonight. Thank you for playing. I absolutely love the community that we have. I'm sorry Bessy couldn't be with us tonight. Y'all understand she's snoozing. So Pulp gaming. We're just this little tiny niche, but I love it. I love y'all. Thanks for playing with us tonight. Be sure and join us on Sunday for another Scooby game. We'll see you then. Bye, everybody. Play us out of here. Diddle do 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 diddle do 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 Bessie diddle do